can run it again here in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sliding slow, sunset on the screen. CNS travel, Eddie Lugo on the scene. Chat lights up, we loading up the stream. Passport open, big plan, big dreams. From shorelines out to the studio glow, we dive into it.
All right.
Crazy man.
Hey, got to jump in the deep end. Got to jump in the deep end.
Yes, you did. Wow.
Yeah. Look, you're talking about him backstage. Scott,
Yeah.
he's already talking about the time change.
It's my violin.
Well, Scott, there's plenty of places that you can move in Georgia, close to Eddie.
Oh,
You
that's
can
right.
come up to North Carolina, us, Wilmington. I mean, you got folks everywhere. You can come move, and then it won't be that early for you. You'll be in the right time zone.
North Carolina, he got family there. So
Yep, that's right. I mean, he's got family down in
Brady
Wilmington.
and Brady and his dad and everything. So his mom too. So,
Yeah.
and cousins and side brothers and all that. So hey, why not?
That's right. That's right. So we'll run through the chat right quick and see. I guess you got a new member there, Eddie. So
She upgraded. Yes.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
nice. Awesome.
So,
Very nice.
so we got Barry. Appreciate you coming in, Barry.
Yes, cooking complete. Oh my God.
We got
Nightmare.
Zach, but they're lurking and listening. They're on the way to Chad's concert. So
Ooh.
hope that goes good. Sure it will. Got Danny. Danny's in the house. So then everybody's saying hey back and forth, and we're saying hey. And of course, Scott. Yeah, already live. Already. Well, see, Scott, since everything's earlier, that just means you can go to bed earlier than not. You know, you don't have to stay up late.
There you go. Yeah.
So
Put on your poopy pants and go to bed early.
the gambling duo. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're doing good today.
That crown looks familiar.
Yeah. Well, that's something there. Kind of close. Let's see here. Everybody saying hey. Oh, look at there. We got
Hey, Mr.
got
Scott.
another Scott here kicking the country. Hey, Scott. Appreciate you coming in. Glad you could be here.
Hey, another guy in North Carolina. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Another one in North Carolina. I'm on the east side. He's on the west side. So, but that's another one that got to meet in Helen this past weekend. A great guy. So have to check his channel out if you hadn't already. They got some good stuff up there. And a Western Carolina view on things. So, which is, it's a little different. It's a little different. Let's see. So they out there, that's where they had the bad problems with the hurricanes and did so much damage and destruction out there in the mountains. And we're used to getting the hurricanes here on the east coast. We can we don't have the mountains and everything that is what caused all the flooding and the problem and everything over there. So we can handle the hurricanes out here, and but we can't handle the snow. So they can handle if things work out. They keep the snow on that side, and we take the hurricanes. Everybody's good.
Is that Asheville? That's Asheville. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Asheville.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I got to work there a few years back.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, years ago, maybe going on 10 years ago, I got to spend about a week in Asheville for business. And the one thing I remember is, three things I remember. One, they had some great live music there. Two, it is the microbrewery capital of the East Coast. They have the most microbreweries there. And three, there was a place called 12 Bones, which had the most amazing barbecue and it was like this kind of little, almost like under an overpass type of place, but amazing barbecue. So it's worth it.
That's what I was gonna say. I was there 2 weeks, putting a Petco together, and barbecue heaven, bro. I was eating barbecue almost every day, different places. No more. Thank you, Gout, but yeah. Yeah.
All right, Eddie. But hey, we got Miss Alice, the boss, is in here. She even checked on you. So I'm sure she's sitting where she can throw something through that door.
That's right. I mean, is that right angle?
What?
But he had a question though. Sherman,
what?
She phrased it as a question.
She was asking who's the guest.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, who's our guest? Let's everybody know.
I see it there now. I see it there.
There you go.
Well, this is the one and only. Get this down here. The one and only. Let me pull him, get him up here bigger so everybody can see him.
Oh,
there
God.
he is.
Put me on blast.
Yeah. This is half of the. So they're in, and they were in some of the lives the last couple of weeks, and we were talking about promotions and how they worked, and they tried those out and had some success and had some hiccups. And then last week we were talking about getting the copyright claims and things, and they've had some interesting times with a few things, and so decided they could come up and talk about it and help some people understand some that are probably going to have a lot of the same issues and same struggles to go through, and help each other out, and also get them out in front of a few more people, and maybe help them get a few more subscribers, and get some watch hours, and keep building the community.
Yeah. So, well, thanks for having me, Sherman and Eddie. DC from the Cruise Tubers. My wife, I saw her in the chat somewhere. Jen, she's working in just a little bit, but she popped into the chat. She can't be here tonight. And we have a channel. We started, I guess, like February of last year, so we're probably going on just around a year. But I don't think we actually released a legit video until after our cruise, which was at the end of May, end of April, early May. And And I say legit because some of them were just like, hey, introduction video, or maybe, something that was searchable, but not necessarily, related to a review of a cruise ship or a walkthrough of a cruise ship. And Jen and I tend to cruise right now more exclusively on Norwegian, so that drives a lot of our content. And because some of the content I've made, like ship walkthroughs and ship reviews, is very searchable, we actually already hit the watch hours total, which a lot of people in like Facebook groups and stuff that I read is like, hey, that's the harder part. The subscribers kind of is the, I guess, if you want to, I don't want to say easy, but comparatively easy, right? And so we we hit that, but we're not at the watch hours, or we're not at the subscriber level to be monetized yet. So I was talking to you, and I can't remember if it was Eddie that night or Ryan, but one of the two of you. It might even been Uncle Dave that night, and we were you guys were talking about the promotions, and you shared with me about the how to kind of promote one of your videos for a little bit of budget. So I actually tried it, and the first video that I tried it with, I just did like $25 over 2 weeks, and it actually did pretty good. I got 143 views from that and 76 subscribers. So it converted about half the people that clicked. And of course there was like thousands of impressions, but not a lot of people are looking through necessarily.
That's good though.
And that helped me. And so I went through on the app, my analytics, and I was trying to figure out what was maybe my most popular video without promoting it in terms of the subscribers. And that's kind of when I got into the issue that I uncovered with the second video I tried to promote, which was casino related. And that ended up getting disapproved by YouTube because they claimed it fell into social casino gaming. And so I got flagged for that. And they give you a link if you've ever gotten disapproved for something. They give you a link for it, and they say, here's the policy, read through the policy and see what applies. So I didn't feel it quite applied, but they said you can apply for a certification, because if you are promoting gambling related videos, when this was a casino review of like the Norwegian program for the casino, you need a certification. So I applied for the certification, and they came back and said, this video does not meet the requirement to deserve a certification. So, and that's why that's why I said I got a crazy story, because they blocked it for the same thing that they wouldn't approve it for. And ultimately I had to, I'll summarize sort of the rest in a shorter piece here, but I ended up having to open a chat to Google Ads, because that's where it directs you. At first it's a bot, and the AI bot was even like, yeah, this totally got misflagged. So the bot agreed with me. And then I went to a live person, because the bot couldn't kind of solve it on its own. And the live person understood what the issue was, and they tried to help me with it. But they filed an appeal on my behalf, which was interesting, because she had to watch the entire video first before she could file the appeal for me, because I was like, hey, are you still there? And she's like, yeah, I'm just in the middle of the video, which was interesting. She gave me some watch hours, right?
That's right.
Which is a nice thing. And then from there, what she had me do as kind of a workaround was open an ad directly on ads via Google. And I don't love that as much, because you can't get some transparency in terms of like if they're converting to subscribers or just views.
Right.
But that was kind of the workaround that I ran into. So I wanted to share a little bit about that tonight.
Yeah, that's interesting. I really hadn't done anything with, like I said, the Google ads or Google promotions. The only one, the one I did was the YouTube promotions. But that's interesting to have them going back and forth like that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, ultimately, the YouTube ads are Google ads.
right.
Google owns YouTube, so
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the difference is in terms of their analytics dashboard on YouTube. If you're on your channel in your studio, the way it breaks it down is you get like your cost, your impressions, your views, and your subscribers. When you go on through Google ads, it's a little bit more complex.
Yeah.
It's cool because they break down like, I mean, these things like what the CPM is and, you know, the conversion rate, and they give you like a lot of numbers. But the one thing I'm really looking to figure out is that subscriber piece. And I don't know if that's converting. So I actually might pause that one because I actually have 2 running concurrently right now, and just stick with the YouTube now that the issue's been resolved.
Yeah. So yeah, for right now, next week you might get another email.
Right.
I'm telling you, there's it's like
We lose Eddie.
What, Eddie? What'd you say? Come on, spit it out. Spit it out,
pulling,
Eddie.
pulling a Max Headroom right now. Am I aging myself by that reference?
Yeah. Alice must have went there and pulled the cord on him.
Yeah, his internet's rebooting. So, what happened sort of through at the end of that process after I got over to Google was
sorry, my Wi-Fi.
You're back.
Oh, there you are.
What were you gonna say, Eddie?
I guess I was complaining about YouTube, and the computer said, boyfriend here, you know, the Wi-Fi just went boo-boo. Whatchamacallit, it's such a rabbit hole to find answers. And sometimes there's such a little thing that all they have to do is just tell you and that's it. But no, you got to learn all this from Google, you know?
Wait, that I left out that part, Eddie. I'm glad you said rabbit hole, because when that person from Google filed the appeal on my behalf, I got an email back right away, and they said, since this is related to a YouTube promotion, you have to contact YouTube. So then the next day I opened up a chat with YouTube, and YouTube was like, no, it got flagged by Google. So you have to reach out to Google. They kept throwing me back and forth, which was like really frustrating. At the end, I mean, I was almost like ready to quit, but at the end I was able to reapply for that certification. And now my channel will be okay if I'm doing any promotions for that sort of content.
Yeah. Right. I would advise you that once in a blue moon, log out of your account, wait a few seconds, log back in. Sometimes that refills the whole thing. And sometimes you're stuck on something. Once you log out and log back in, boom, it's fixed.
Yeah.
That's what I learned with my AdSense account. I kept trying to change the name and all that. It took me for a while. I have no idea why. I logged out and I went back in and I realized that I was logged out, and I logged back in. I go check on the account. It's all normal, like I wanted it from the beginning. I'm like, what? Yeah. Telling you.
Oh, yeah.
Frustrating sometimes, you know. It just.
Oh, yeah. You know, and like you said, like you've said before, Eddie, you know, they just tell you you can't do something. They don't tell you why you can't do something. They leave it up to you to figure it out why you can't, and then try to figure out how to fix it and all that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
You know, I told y'all backstage before the show, but for everybody else, I did get a couple emails from YouTube today with some of the copyright claims that I've gotten over the last week, that I disputed some of them, and a couple of them, they come back and said that, you know, I was okay, that they took the copyright claim away, and so it opened back up. So now we'll just see how long it is before I get another email about the same same song. Well, I probably won't, because I've already gone in and changed most of them anyway. Just something from YouTube Studios library or something like that. So hopefully that's taken care of. And like I said, most of them I've gone through and addressed, and I still got a few more to work on, but that's another thing. It just takes so long to fix it. You can change it, but there were some of them that had two issues with the video. It had a song at the beginning and music at the end. Well, you can't do but one at a time, and you got to wait days between before you can go back and change the next one, because they got to process the first one, and then you can go in and do the second one. So I mean, it'll take you about 2 weeks if you got two music claims in one video. So it's a time-consuming thing.
Sherman, with that, like, are you in any danger? Like, do they tell you, like, hey, if you get X amount of copyright claims, like, your channel will be suspended or something? I hear that happens to like or you'd be demonetized or whatever. I don't know if you're at that level.
Well, I'm not monetized yet. I'm still working, like you said. I'm still working on some watch hours to get. I've got the subs. Mm-hmm. And everything was fine. I didn't have the first copyright issue until after I got over 1,000 subs. Once I got over 1,000 subs, I got all these copyright issues. So I still think it was something. Once you get over that 1,000, it triggers something, regardless of watch hour.
A little more scrutiny. Yeah.
Yeah. They have a part on you going.
and every one of them said that, it was just a claim, that it won't strike. And for all but one, it said, it didn't stop it from playing anywhere or hinder it anyway. Yeah. But it did say that once I become monetized, I wouldn't be able to monetize that video. Or I would have to share the monetization with the artist, that kind of thing. Yeah. So that's why I just want to go ahead and get them all taken care of before that point. Happens.
You're doing the right thing.
But I don't know how many claims you got to get for it to turn into a strike, or as if it's just, to get a strike, if you got to do something completely different, if it's just straight up flat copying, stuff and posting it and trying to get monetized for it. But it's, if you read into it, it's like we talked about before, if you get 3 strikes, it's just like baseball, you're out.
Yeah.
So you don't want to find out how that happens.
No. Whatsoever.
So far it's all claimed, and it hadn't anything said that if you get any more claims, it'll escalate to something else, or a certain number it escalates. As each one of them right now, anyway, each one of them is different, and I guess it's where, it's not monetized yet, and it's such a, I hate to say, a low level copyright issue.
Yeah, because it was like just a few seconds or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's a whole song, copied in or anything like that. And so if there's a different level than copyright claims, I guess it would be a lower end one, because you would think if it was a bigger issue, even though it was not monetized, they would block the video, or at least
right.
But they didn't block those. There was only one that it blocked, and that was only, it blocked it from playing in Belarus and Russia, which, okay.
Oh, weird. Oh, wait. So they left the video up, but you just got this monetization, not even a strike. It's just like a complaint.
Yeah, it's just a claim.
Okay.
When you go to your channel and you look at your videos and you just see them all in the list. There's one column, restrictions, and you want it all to say none. Well, all of a sudden a bunch of mine had copyright on it, and if you hover over it, then you can find out what the issue is and then how to fix it or options to fix it. Hey, Shannon.
So guys, help Sherman out if you're watching this. Open up a second tab and watch it again, or after the stream, head over to his channel and play some of his videos on his playlist. I ran through your entire playlist to try to help you out there, but I got a few different YouTube accounts, so I'll do it from a different one. And,
all right.
See if it helps.
Yeah, we'll just keep chugging away. It'll get there. So, let's see. Yeah, Eddie and Jimmy, they get up early in the mornings and get on here, so they have to take naps during the day. Yeah. Shannon just got back from Australia cruise.
Nice.
So, of course, I don't think she's interested in doing another one. Not on Carnival anyway, because of the difference in the cruising out of Australia versus out of the States on Carnival anyway. Because a lot of the packages are different, what they have in them, what is not covered, and all kinds of different things like that. So well, we kind of jumped kind of head first into a lot of the stuff, but they say you want to kind of tell everybody about your channel, where y'all come from, what you started with. I mean, I know I've gone through and looked at a lot of you videos you got up, but just let everybody kind of know where you're coming from.
Yeah. So my wife Jen and I, who I said she was in the chat earlier, she's probably leading her group right now tonight, but we are from New Jersey. We refer to ourselves as Dinks, double income, no kids. We are both well, actually I'll be 50 this year. My wife is in her 40s, and we both independently cruised before we met each other. I mean, not a lot, but it was like one of my favorite vacations was a cruise. And then sort of our, origin story in cruising together as a couple was, I had just started at this job that I was at and working in a call center, and it was a union position, and they required contractually that you had to take 1 full week vacation in the calendar year. And I didn't realize that. And I only had 1 week left. And I was actually trying to save that week because the following year, my wife and I were planning a trip to Italy, which I was going to propose. She was only my girlfriend at the time. Right. So I was going to propose there, and it was a 2-week trip. And by the way, I did propose. She did obviously say yes. I did it on a canal in Venice while the boat was moving.
Rub it in, bro.
And her response, Eddie, was, she goes, "Wait, what? Can you say that again?" I'm like, you're supposed to say yes, right? But here I'm holding the ring, like you should know what I'm saying. But and so I was forced to take a vacation, and we at the last minute, looking for a deal to go, because I didn't want to just take a vacation and sit at home. It was December. It was like the end of the year. I'm like, let's go somewhere. I was like, let's go on a cruise. So I found one relatively cheap on Norwegian, and that was the cruise line I had been on before. And we decided to book it and go. And it was, I talk sometimes about cruise disaster stories. It was the epitome of a cruise disaster story. Short version of it is our flight got delayed several times, and we made the rookie mistake of flying in day of, which we'll never do that again.
Right.
And we ended up making the cruise barely, but we didn't have enough time to get our luggage and get to the cruise. So we spent the entire cruise with only whatever we could buy on the cruise ship or at the island. And to make matters worse, I had convinced my wife, because they were looking for people at the gate to check their bag, and she had a carry-on. And I was like, I have to get my bag anyway. Why don't you just check yours? And I mean, I'll never live that down. Right? She'll never follow my advice again after that. But and ultimately, despite the fact that it was like everything was thrown at us that could have gone wrong with it, we still kind of enjoyed it. And so throughout the years, we went on a couple more cruises, and obviously started watching a lot more content during the pandemic. And last year I was just like, I see like channels that are dedicated to Carnival or to Royal, but I don't really see any that are that popular for Norwegian. I was like, it might be fun. So I'll buy a camera, we'll film some stuff. And we sort of just started from there. And I really build a lot of my content around, hey, Shannon, thank you. I love making new friends. So I build a lot of our content around Norwegian for now. And we're just trying to figure it out, right? We do some reviews, some walkthroughs, some like overviews on loyalty programs and stuff like that. And then, I also started a little while ago, sort of a podcast interview style similar to this, but where I'll bring in somebody that's either a cruise enthusiast or hopefully at some point cruise content creators, and we do like an interview, and then play some drinking games during it or whatever, make it a little fun, and that's kind of been a focus too, because what I love about when I like stumbled on Eddie's channel is like, you guys have a community that like really supports each other. Yeah. And if you go back and look at some of my original videos on the channel, I made like 2 videos talking about like my favorite cruise channels, right? Like that's like, I'm just trying to support other creators and like put that out there. And so when I sort of found this group here, I'm like, yeah, these are like my people, right? It's like you don't, you try to like edify other people and put other people up and all work together like a community. So felt really at home here, and that's why I keep coming back to the lives, and ultimately, you guys invited me here today. So that's a little bit about my backstory there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, you're right. This community, I still don't realize or understand how I stumbled into it. But luckily I did. And I could have been stumbling. I don't know, Jeff. But everybody in the community, exactly right, is willing to help, wants to help, tries to help each other, push each other ahead. It's just a great group of people. I mean, it's more, except for Eddie kind of roughed people up a little bit, but that's why his car got trashed in Helen this weekend. But
blame it on Eddie, huh?
That troll finally paid me back.
That troll got him.
Yep.
But that's why y'all think about next year. We talked a little bit about Helen before the show. You ought to think about next year. Coming to Helen. And like I say, this is good to interact with all the people in the community during the week in different lives and chats and everything. But it's a whole different thing when you actually get to sit down face to face and meet them and spend a lot more time with them, one-on-one time, and get to learn the person a lot more than what you just see, here. And everybody that I met this past weekend, they seem to be even better and a better person than what you see on YouTube when you sit down and talk with them and get to know them more on a personal level. Yeah.
That's amazing. So I 100% am interested in that. So, we can talk offline and give me the details. That's really cool. I think another thing I'm excited about potentially doing this year, I think Eddie, you're going to be on that Viva cruise, right, in October with Ricky and Uncle Dave. So I haven't booked it yet because I'm going to see if I get a free cruise on the Luna. And if I do, I'm going to apply to that. So I'm going to join that. But also I saw earlier K&N Adventures in the chat. they're going to be on our Luna sailing that Jen and I are going to be on, and along with a couple other creators. So I'm really interested to like meet them, meet other people, and work together. Maybe do some joint videos together. I think that stuff is just like really cool and you know, kind of motivates me. So I'm excited. Chris M, I see him in the chat. I might be meeting Chris in Philly this summer. He's gonna come into town. I'm up here in Jersey, so it's a short drive for us. So we've been talking about that. So
yeah, Chris is another one. Chris is a great guy. I mean, he's out there supporting everybody every day. He's giving memberships for other channels. I know he's given some of Eddie's gave some memberships for Eddie. I mean, Chris is a real good guy, and he's out supporting everybody.
Yeah.
Just like just about everybody, you know, in here, they're all help support. Let's see. Yeah, well, that's what the same one I use. You know, Shannon's Mojave, and you know, supposed to work with the music, but it's not working anymore. Not for some of it anyway. I don't know if, you know, since I got hit from Mojave and Canva, I feel like it's more a YouTube change. But it could be, you know, Mojave, their contract with that artist, you know, has gone away, or either, you know, they're not paying them what they wanted, or the artist wanted to increase that they didn't want to do, or whatever. Because, you know, like I said, they don't tell you why, you know, it's something wrong. And it's a third party. On mine, it was a third party agency that was verifying the copyright stuff. It won't, you know, it won't Mojave, it won't YouTube, and it won't the artist. It was a, you know, a third party that I guess the artist groups have that deal with that, checking the copyrights. So I don't know. Yeah, there's Danny. Next year it's going to be March 19th to the 21st. And there, she's right. There is a Facebook group, and they change that every year. But
okay,
we can send you the link to that Facebook group, and
yeah, send me the link for sure.
Darian, the magnificent German knee, always he's the one that looks after that, and he gave me homework. I got to do some homework. I got to learn some stuff about Germany. He's gonna call me later and make sure I did it. So I know I was gonna get homework when I went to the meetup, but you know, hey. Let's see. Christian will be with. Oh, okay. We'll be with Coach tonight.
Yeah. Is that right after this?
Yeah. Okay. He comes on at 8. And Shannon has got a premiere at 8 o'clock also tonight. And for the ones that are in my chat, I am trying out this redirect. So if you're in my chat, when our live ends, it's supposed to automatically take you over to Shannon's premiere.
Nice.
So you check that out and see how that goes. Oh, Eddie, I think you're gonna have to dance again.
I believe it's in your chat, sir. I believe he became a member to your channel.
Me or Sherman?
Well, it must be.
I believe
PC. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't have the watch hours yet. I can't do members yet. So.
Oh.
Well.
There you go. So
first of all, thank you, Chris. That's amazing. It looks like there's one gift. I got to dance.
Yeah, you got to dance.
You got to take your shirt off and do all the Google stuff and jump all over the place. Yeah, there you
go. Thank you so much. That's amazing. And Sherman, I think there's like 2 levels of monetization, right? There's the $500 level, and when she hit 500 subscribers, there's a certain amount of watch hours. I don't think it's 2,000. I don't know what it is, but that's the one where you can get memberships.
Right.
So
yeah, I looked at it once I hit went over the 1,000 subscribers. I looked at it again, and it still was grayed out as far as available for me to do. So apparently I got, a few more. I got it. The watch hours is what's holding, because I've got enough video uploads over the past few weeks, and subscribers, of course. And so I think it's the watch hours that it's just not doing yet. Which I hadn't tried or looked at it in a week or two, so I need to go back and look again. But so yeah, so we're probably getting close, if nothing else.
That's awesome. Chris also gifted a membership to Cruise Tubers, so just to let you know.
Yeah. Did we see who got the gift?
You could look in your chat.
Yeah, I'll look in your chat to see who got the gift.
Oh, in my Streamlard chat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you're gonna have to dance again.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
See, most people have thank you videos that they'll play, folks dancing and that kind of stuff. But since I don't have where I can get members yet, I hadn't done that yet. And I thought about doing it so when Eddie gets stuff like this or gifted memberships, when he's in one of mine, I could play it. But I said, they'd rather watch Eddie dance than watch a video anyway. So
I have seen that. I saw that the other day, and I was like, I need to ask somebody what program they. I think like Sea Leg has it, and a couple other people, and I'm like, that looks fun. I need to do something like that. I just see it. It says Cruising Chris M gifted 1 Cruise Tubers membership, but it doesn't say.
Right. Then I'll look it up. You guys keep chatting away.
Yeah.
Danny, I did just see the Facebook Messenger come in, so thank you for sending that link for the group. I'll join that.
Hey, Tanya, hope you're doing good.
Chris said I can leave my shirt on.
Oh, Chris ain't no fun.
Yeah, that's just the kind of guy Chris is. He's just a nice guy like that. So, and there's the link for Coach's show tonight with Chris on it.
The Lewis Vibes is the one that received the free membership.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Oh,
I'm gonna work on some members only videos, like kind of some behind the scenes stuff. I do a lot of bloopers at the end of my videos, not on everyone, but like if I'm, because I don't want to be forced, but if I'm like recording and something stupid happens, I'll just throw the blooper at the end, and maybe I'll do a blooper reel, like a combination of all my bloopers.
That's right.
That might be funny.
Hey, get creative, do crazy stuff. I don't know. I usually when I do those thank you for your membership and stuff like that, I go to CapCut. Then I add some on my own pictures, or I add some kind of other moving around. Then I go to Canva, add words to it, or I do it on my phone through InShot, and then I messenger to myself. Then I download it to the computer, and then I forward them to StreamYard, and then I just have them available on the side, and boom, send them out. Yeah. So it's all about have fun, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
And you guys said CapCut you use for like some of those, like the little cut things with the different memes. And stuff.
A lot of my shorts are done through CapCut.
Okay.
Lots of them.
Pretty much all.
Yeah, 99%, 99.9%. They're done through CapCut. Yes.
Chris is Scott's saying you got to look on the YouTube side. Okay. Well, I think that was referencing the to see who the membership.
Yeah. You got to look on your YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Liz is saying that to do the members, you got to have 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. So
not all of them. Well, you get penny ties,
right?
Because that's what you're getting. You're getting penny ties. Remember that.
Oh yeah.
They call it monetized, but no. What is it? YouTube take like 60% of whatever pennies you're making. So yeah.
So that that's why I ain't too upset. I ain't there yet.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's where it is. Danny said that. Let's see. Shannon's talking about the Australian cruise with Carnival. Said that no free coffee in any of the drink packages.
Wow.
Coffee was extra, regardless of the drink package you had.
Wow.
So
that's what I don't get of those any of those packages at all. Me and Alice don't drink. We don't drink at all. I'm a recovering alcoholic, 27 years being dry, and I gotta stay away from the soda also. So when I'm in the mood for a coffee, let's say I'm in an NCL, I usually hit Starbucks. I mean, maybe twice a week, and then
twice a day or a week. Twice a day or twice a week?
No, twice a week.
Oh,
because the other rest of the time I'm at the buffet filling up over there. So.
Okay.
Or at the local or Oceans, I'm always getting refills. 2 in the morning and one around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe after dinner another one. So yes. And
so
right after dinner, I will have an espresso or something.
Eddie, with the new the free at C Plus, if you upgrade to that, you get the unlimited Starbucks, which if you were going to buy that unlimited Starbucks out of pocket, it's like $20 a person a day. So, if you factor that into what the package is for the free at C Plus upgraded, it's kind of a good deal. So
they're gonna kick me out after the second.
Scott, everybody knows your name.
I saw you. I've been on a couple of your live, Scott, but I was just watching the match game with Carnival Cruise Addicts the other day. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of fun when you guys do that. Yeah.
No. I don't think Liz likes Starbucks.
I call it $4.
Yeah. Hey, Vicky. Hope you're doing
good
today.
A cup of coffee is $4.
Yeah.
Victoria.
Well, we're going on like you said a while ago, we're going on the booze cruise with Eddie in October.
Okay, you'll be on that too? Awesome.
Yeah. And that'll be our first NCL.
Okay.
So what is some and I think there's some others up there that'll be there first also. So what are some things that since you do a lot of NCL, what's some things that you would recommend we definitely do or definitely stay away from on the NCLs?
Well, so I'll say a couple of things, right? I think absolutely for specialty dining, and depending on what package you got and what your room was, if you were under more at sea or you booked it under free at sea, you'll get a different level of specialty dinings. But if there's two that I can recommend that you guys do, the first is Cagney's Steakhouse. To me, Cagney's is the best steak I've ever had. Only second to Peter Luger's in Brooklyn. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But next to Peter Luger's.
Calm down, Eddie. Calm down.
It's second. And then the other place I would recommend is Teppanyaki, because especially if it's a group, right? So it's going to be fun for that to do with a lot of people, and the food and the entertainment aspect is exceptional. I don't know, and I haven't done research on the Viva, but I know the Viva is a sister ship of the Prima. It came out just a little bit after. I don't know specifically what the entertainment is, but I'd imagine that they have the Improv for the comedy, and that they have the Sid Normans for their, kind of rock band thing.
Right.
Those are usually great to go see. The only issue is, like, on the Primo when we were on it, people were lining up 90 minutes before showtime just to get a seat inside. So you have to plan your night. That's a thing. But the other thing is that I'd say is, if you've never been on a Norwegian ship before, what I like about Norwegian is they have the freestyle dining, right? And with the exception of, there's been some recent dress code things that they've implemented, like no shorts in their steakhouse type of thing. But for the most part, it's like they don't have a formal night. It's kind of go as you want. You don't need reservation. Well, for the main dining rooms, you can just kind of show up. And they typically have some other included dining, complimentary. Specifically, the Viva will have the local, which Eddie referenced before. The wings on at the local or Oceans are chef's kiss. Right. And they have this really cool concept called Indulge Food Hall.
Oh, yeah.
The way that works is you sit down at a table, and they have like 7 or 8 different kiosks, which are kind of like food truck style food, right? You might have there's an Indian, there's like a smokehouse one, there's a soup and salad one, and you can order from the kiosk different things and from the different venues, and the wait staff just brings it instantly. So definitely something you want to check out. Yeah, those would be some of the highlights that
the Indulge Hall. It's only a limited time of hours during the day. So you got to be there on time. We got lucky in the Aqua. We just happened to be in the aft of the ship, taking pictures and stuff. And all of a sudden, it's 12 o'clock noon. We're talking about getting a snack or something. And this door open. We went in, not realizing where we were. We end up in the Indulge Hall, and we have to wait till 12 o'clock where the other computers open up and everything. And they were only open from 12 till 2. So, and then, like he said, you order in this tab at your table, and eventually when it's done, they bring it to you. I went ahead and I went through tapas, and I got the Spaniard tortilla, and I had some other stuff from Spain that I got to try. And I was having a field day there, even though I don't do lunch. But that day I just went, let's do it, So it was nice to have all that. And Alice ordered from some other stuff. I even had a little video where the guy explained to Alice how to do the order and stuff like that, and they made us wait till 12 o'clock to place the order and everything. Yeah. But it's a very nice place because you get a small amounts of meals, and you could order more from everywhere. So you get to try different things, which is a good thing, And 2 o'clock was done, and they shut down, and that's it. Move on to the next place, So yeah.
My only complaint about Indulge Food Hall, Eddie, was they had a different menu in the evening. Not everything, but there were select items they only had in the evening compared to like the lunch menu. And there was like 2 examples that really stood out. The deviled eggs from, I think, Q Smokehouse, and the one of the venues, I can't remember which one, had like a fried pineapple, and both of them were like awesome. But you could only get them at night, and it's like most of the time we're going to a sit down place at night. We just happened to one night kind of be. I think we got back on the ship kind of from a excursion. We just wanted to grab something quick before entertainment, and so we ate there. But you can't get those during the day, and they're awesome. You miss out. So
timing is everything. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Has some of the areas are with that. Some venues are smaller than others, and this newer Prima class ships are, some of the venues are smaller than the breakaway class. So sometimes you got to be there early to get a good spot, or or whatever you want to do if you want to catch the next one coming in. Hopefully at the Viva, I want to try to get everybody, mostly, whoever wants to dine at the same time, hopefully to go around the same time to the main MDR, at least, twice or three times out of the 7 days. And then, the rest of the days, because apparently I'm hosting the non-group cruise. So hopefully we'll do that.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know until one day Jeremy says, "Oh, and Eddie Lugo is hosting." I'm like, "I am." So, okay. So I kind of, we are going to be doing a few things. Hopefully some shot glass exchange. Hopefully there'll be a bar crawl, casino, pool, whatever. I know Ryan has been talking about, I think, doing the bar crawl, something like that. So we still got time to figure it out, and at least when we're in sea days to do these things on the ship on sea days, and then on port days you're free to breathe, free above the cabin. You can do whatever you want. So
I'm actually organizing the bar crawl for my Luna cruise. So in the Facebook group, I planned out the whole thing, and in Canva did a little flyer, made T-shirts for it. It was optional for people to buy, right? But I'm just going to wear it so people know. It's like, because we did a bar call in the Prima, and like, I think this feels a little different because everybody we're all creators and we know each other, what they look like. But in the Facebook group for the Prima, we had a bar crawl, and we kind of weren't really sure, like, hey, are you here for the bar crawl, or are you like just here at the first spot? And it was a little confusing, so that's why I tried to say, we'll do T-shirts and name tags, and that'll help out.
Eddie, I know somebody who's real good at setting up all that kind
of. Yeah, she's keeping an eye on the groups and a couple of the groups. Yeah. So even she's not there, she's willing to help, and I thank you, Shannon. Yes. Oh yeah, I'll go to her first.
Oh yeah, she
definitely.
No, so they already want to do a romper rope. See you in the roper romp outfit. Hey, I'll get you one just like I got.
Wait, like Mrs. Roper?
Well, that's what it is. The roper romp, yeah. But I got out.
You're bringing that on the Viva?
It looks like some of them are saying that's one of the things they want to try to do.
Yeah, so, we're living on Halloween night anyway, so Halloween day. So
we can do that, or Shannon start doing the Waldo thing. Where's Waldo? So, I mean, we can do something.
I'm gonna look nice, dressed up as a roper, flying around in my scooter. Get out of the way.
I just got a T-shirt with Stanley on it, so that's my outfit. It's in the intro. When the cameraman's hugging me, it looks like he's pointing his camera somewhere. But anyway,
ouch.
Let's see. Oh, we got a couple minutes left before Shannon's premiere starts. So get ready. But do you see anything about your channel? Tell folks what you got coming up.
So
how to get up with you and where they can see all your content.
So obviously on YouTube, right? I think the Nightbot posted it in the chat a couple times, so you can check us out there. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're sort of on TikTok. I don't really go on TikTok, but every time I release a short on YouTube, I also send it to TikTok, so you can basically see the same shorts in two places. Right. I just released a video on the 12 things that we're most looking forward to on the Luna, which is obviously the newest ship. I think they just left for their transatlantic about 2 days ago. And then I'm going to do on Friday, we'll be recording in the studio a Getting Ship-Faced episode 3, which is going to feature the Jolly cruise vlogger. So he's got a YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him. really nice guy, and I'm looking forward to that video, which we'll shoot. I'll record it on Friday, release it sometime after, and then I would expect maybe 1 or 2 more videos before the cruise, but a lot of Luna content, coming in mid-April. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Good.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
So we went to the Prima, we jumped the Viva and went to the Aqua. Now we're doing the Viva. So kind of with them. So hopefully after the Viva, eventually we'll jump on the Luna. So
Yeah.
DC, have you ever done the go-kart track on the ship?
I did it on the Prima. I tried to do it on the Encore, and the day that we had it scheduled for the Encore, it got rained out, and we couldn't do it. And it was like too late in the cruise. So when we did it on the Prima, I did it earlier. It was the three tier one.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. But it's kind of like one of those things, you did it once, and then I don't think I needed to do it again. But then the issue is like it takes up so much of the ship, that it's kind of like it felt like a waste. But
well, Eddie's that's one of the things Eddie's wanting to do. He's putting on a race, even though he's going to lose.
I'll race you, Eddie.
Even though he's going to lose,
because you live in Jersey, and the way they drive in Jersey, forget about it.
I'll do the Jersey pull-in. You know what that is, right? When there's a line at the exit and somebody just pulls right up and cuts over.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you the chance. Next to me, you're gonna hit the wall.
So, there'll probably be 20 folks in the race, but 19 of them, their only mission is to take Eddie out.
That's what they want to do. That's all they talk about. How to put me in the bag.
So nobody else cares if they win or not, just as long as Eddie don't.
Right.
SOBs all over the place.
Rubbing is racing. Nice Days of Thunder reference. Caught that there.
Yeah.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
number 3, Aaron Hooker. Watch out.
So, all right. Well, it's Shannon's premiere has started, so I reckon we'll get right and get out of here so everybody can go over and see that. I think it was a room tour. It's kind of short, so it won't take long. But everybody, like I said, everybody in my chat should be redirected over there when I end this one. But DC, appreciate you coming in tonight. Enjoyed
Thanks
it.
so much for having me, guys.
Anytime there's anything we can help you with, me, Eddie, or anybody else in the community, just feel free to reach out. We'll be more than happy to help. Anytime you want to come sit up here and hang out with us again, just let us know. Just let us know, and we'll work something out, and we'll get it up here.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. And remember, go watch Sherman's videos. Let's get him to the watch hours. Help him out. But thank you so much for having me today. It was a pleasure. I'm glad I could share. And let's go watch Shannon's premiere.
Yeah. All right. We appreciate it. Everybody have a good night, and we'll be back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, with the cruise news.
All right.